everyone. So the next category I'm doing is perishables, which is a rather broad item or category. So I'm first going to start with fruits and vegetables. That's kind of an easy one to tackle. So as you can see, I've pulled everything out that's in my fridge, that's a fruit or vegetable, and now I'm going to start going through and checking if they're still usable or not. I know that there are several things in here that have definitely outlived their goodness. So I want to show you what I'm left with, and it's my compost bin has basically gotten so full that I've moved on to putting things now into a plastic trash bag, and this is really what I'm left with that's still good produce. I got this bin originally from IKEA to put into my drawers in my closet, but I actually find it works really well just to put my fruits and vegetables in. So that's something you can think about for organization in the future, trying to put stuff together into one category. So I try to put this back in here. I wanted something that would show me my fruits and vegetables right away. So that's why I wanted to have this where it is. So I'm going to move on to, how about dairy? We'll move on to dairy, and there's not too much of that in here, but I know that I think this is empty, and I think this is Greek yogurt that has gone bad. So I'll move on to dairy, and then I'm going to deal with the leftovers in here. And actually, I'm just going to start pulling everything else out because it's a lot of stuff is packaged, and I think it's okay to have it out for, you know, the few minutes that I'm going to be going through it, and other stuff is like these seeds in the back. That's fine to have them out. And again, yeah, leftovers, we're going to deal with that now. Okay, so now that I have pretty much everything out of the fridge, I'm going to take the opportunity to clean inside the fridge and get that. Hey. So yeah, I'm going to take the opportunity to clean. Including these drawers, and get that out of there and start cleaning before I start throwing stuff away. Okay, so I went through and I cleaned the whole fridge, got everything out of there, got that all clean, took everything out of there, put it back, and that's cleaned underneath here so that, you know, that's all clean too. Got the rest of it all cleaned up, and so now I'm going to start trying to put everything back in order. And usually I have like eggs up here, then I want dairy next to it, proteins up here, and then here is usually where I like to have my leftovers, and then drinks and stuff down here. But we'll see how this works. Okay, so I put a few things back. The sour cream, I put that with the condiments, and I don't use very much. I'm concerned that that's going to go bad. It's fine right now. Eggs back here, put the yogurt here, and leftovers, this is rice. And proteins, I put tofu up here. Now, what's sad is everything that I had to throw away, this is what I'm left with. Like a little bit of cheese, some seeds, more cheese, tortillas, and beer. I mean, this is kind of sad because, and here's everything that ended up going bad. A lot of these are leftovers. I made a big pot of this tortilla soup, and I didn't wind up eating it fast enough. So just looking at what wound up going bad, I can definitely see that several things that went bad, it's because I didn't plan ahead very well. I should have put like a lot of leftovers once I realized I wasn't going to eat them. During that week, I should have put them in the freezer. Other things I can tell, you know, a similar thing, I just didn't save them properly. So these are things we can learn from. You know, it's horrible to have to throw all this out, but it is all bad. It's moldy. So just have to learn to store food better and plan ahead better, especially with learning to freeze things so that I don't wind up looking like I just live off of beer and tortillas, because I don't. So anyway, we're going to move on to the freezer once I figure out where to put everything back, and given that I now have more space once again, it shouldn't be that difficult. Okay, so here's my final version of the fridge. I decided to put all the dairy up here. This is cheese. I don't really like how I've decided to put this, but it's just in a giant Ziploc bag, but it's up here next to the proteins, which is the tofu, and then hemp seeds in the back, and fruits and vegetables up here, leftovers, that's rice, and I put all the beer down here. Just want you guys to know I don't drink this much beer, which is why I have a lot of it, because I get beer and then I drink like one a month or something. And then I got tortillas, and this is amaranth and quinoa, so like grains kind of here. And this one, I reserve for onions and potatoes, and then this is sort of like an overflow for seltzer water and apparently more beer. Okay, so we're going to move on to the freezer.